Hi, Ginger with today's thought, and today's thought will concern the military. After you see what I am going to share with you today, I would hope that, I would hope all of you, but surely most of you will agree with me that Pete Hegseth cannot become the Secretary of Defense quickly enough. Because, as you may know, the military is having, most of the branches are having a recruitment problem, just getting people to join. And it's because of this woke military that it's been created under the, I guess you can call it the third Obama term, the Biden term administration, that first and thankfully only term. It started though with Obama, and I won't go through all the details. I'm sure you've all heard about them, but this one you may not have heard of, and it really surprised me. As I said, the military is having a recruitment problem, and not just recruitment, but also retention. When you get people, first you convince them, you entice people, you incentivize them to join the military in the first place. But once they join, you want them to stay in the military, especially pilots, because I think it costs $1 million to train each pilot. So that's a big loss if these people just join and then learn how to fly, and then they quit and become, civilian pilots, where they could probably make a lot more money. So one of the ways that the military has, they've increased pay, because we have a volunteer army now. We don't have a draft, so people have to volunteer. And so, they try to improve the living conditions and the pay. But one of the other things that they do, you can find any number of videos of this on YouTube. But food, the menus, the food that our soldiers are fed, that they eat every day in the military, and it's darn good. Take a look at this photo. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? And that's, aircraft carriers especially get good food, but especially submariners, soldiers on the submarines. They get because they're cooped up in a submarine for sometimes small space for months on end. So the food is very, very good. And that's, as a Democrat said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why would you want to change that? If you have a woke, idiotic Pentagon, then you would want to change it. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. I could not believe this. Pentagon funds alternative meat protein from fungus for military food to meet sustainability goals. The Pentagon is funding alternatives to meat protein, which includes using fungi for food for U.S. service members as part of the White House's sustainable bioeconomy agenda. The Department of Defense is focusing on investments into fungi protein as an alternative to animal protein, after initially seeking to fund lab-grown meat earlier this year in an effort to reduce carbon emissions. Critics have pushed back on such initiatives, arguing that they are negatively affecting the military. You think. That's why I say you're going to replace delicious. You have to remember PETA. What does PETA stand for? PETA. People eating tasty animals. That's what it means to me. Of course, the official acronym is People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. But if you've ever seen a nature video of how animals die in the wild, I mean, you want to be, if you're a wild cow, or if you want to be attacked by wolves, if you're a deer and you want to be attacked by a herd of wolves, or a pack of wolves, or by a lion, and just get bitten into and eaten alive as your life seeps out of you. That's not humane to me. Humane to me is just slaughtering animals the way we slaughter them. And animal protein, if we weren't meant to eat animal protein, then God would not have made it taste so good. But if you go on YouTube, you'll see lobster and steak and just really delicious food, and they want to replace that with the vegan, like Impossible burgers and stuff that's made out of plants and is supposed to, I guess, look like real food. But how that is supposed to make people want to join the military, that is beyond me. So as I said, we should all agree that Pete Hegseth cannot become Secretary of Defense quickly enough to get rid of all this nonsense. I won't go through all the other things that this woke military that we have had created under 3 horrible administrations, interrupted only briefly by one good administration, the Trump administration. But this is, what are they thinking? I mean, what are they thinking? And why would they even, knowing that Trump has been elected and is going to change all that, why waste a second of time or a penny of the taxpayer dollars to pursue this idiocy, pure idiocy? Anyways, what I know would not be pure idiocy, hopefully, would be your comments, which are always welcome in the comment section below the video. Especially welcome if you could subscribe, share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it, but most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.